Hi there, it's Sherry, and what I'm doing is making a color chart, and right now on fabric, and so this is prepared for dye fabric that I am using here, and I've quilted circles and another complementary design there, and I am basically taking all of the Pro Chem colors and painting them on fabric, since that's what I do, and you have to know what the colors look like on the fabric that you are painting on, and you have to know how transparent or opaque they are, and you have to know what color they fade to when they're dry, because they're always darker when they're wet. So I've done all that up here, and I'll show you all later, but what I'm doing now is taking the colors that I mostly use and creating a wash, or I want to actually, what I want to do is I want to shade the colors. So I'm going to use the same color, which is turquoise in this situation. And so I have taken a little bit of the, let me take you over here, the transparent base by Pro Chem, and I've used a little of the turquoise, and this is the transparent, and I've mixed them together. Okay, and that creates my base. That's my lightest shade, and now I want to go to my medium shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up some of the lighter shade, and then I'm going to dip my brush into the darker shade. So let me take you up here, perhaps under the light, and show you. So you can see that I've got the light color and a little bit of the darkest color. And what I want to do is keep the dark color over here on the left. And my light is coming from the right, in my case. So I'm going to hold you up here so I can actually see what I'm doing. And I want to take that color and just tickle right along that left edge. And I want about half of it shaded and the other half, so you know, I'm kind of, so I'm staying on this left side. And then I want to wipe some of that off my brush, so my brush is clear, and then I'm going to come over here and pick up that light color again. I've got a little light color on there, and I want it while it's still wet, because this paint will stain very quickly if you don't move it. So you got to keep this paint, and pretty much all paint on fabric, moving. And that's what that transparent base does, is it allows me, hopefully you're still focused in, oh crap, sorry if you're not. But you want to keep that, that color moving. And so now I'm going to pick up just the base. You can see I've got the base, and I'm going to just blend that right out to nothing. So what I'm intending to do here is go from dark over here to medium to light. And that will create depth, give you a lot of dimension when you're painting, but it does take some practice, because we can all do this on paper or on canvas when it's wet, but fabric is a whole nother animal, so you really have to learn what it will accept, what it likes and what it doesn't. Okay, so that's a good start, and then I'm going to pick up another brush, and this one is a little bit stiffer, okay? And I'm going to again pick up just a little of the transparent base, smudge that around. Okay. Again, we don't want to have a line of demarcation here. We don't want like this part's dark blue and whoa, and then it drops off, and then it's this other color. So we actually want it to be like an ombre effect and blend. So just work that till you're happy, and step back a little bit, you know. That way you can see its entirety and see if it's the effect you want. And in this case, it's not. I still want a little bit darker over there, so I'm going to pick up another brush. And this is actually an eyebrow brush, which I love, from Anastasia, but I could care less about my eyebrows anymore, and more about the brush. So it's a sable brush, which is kind of lovely, because with the softer brushes, when you're painting with softer brushes, then you won't get those bristle, you know, marks in your paint. It blends more seamlessly. Okay, so it's getting there, but I have a little bit of a, I want to soften this line here. So I'm just going, what I'm doing is I am just doing really soft circular motions, just to, and then barely anything when I get over here to this left edge where I want it to be darker. And just really, just very softly blending that into the light. And then, yeah, I guess that's pretty good. I'm kind of okay with that. But I might come back later after this is dried, because if I work it too much, it'll probably be like really muddy, and it'll just go from okay to worse real quick. So I'll leave it alone for a while and let it air dry. Excuse me, my bird thinks that we're having a conversation, and we're not. Anyway, so that's kind of a beginning of what I do and how I do it, and I hope you enjoyed watching me. And if you have any questions, gosh, give me a shout out. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.